Today's video is going to be a good one. I have a perfume haul for you guys. This is featuring Middle Eastern perfumes from Lattafa, some of the newer hyped up viral perfumes. I picked up a couple of them to share with you. We got some designer perfumes, some affordable options, and then I have a couple from the clone, you guys. They released 2 new perfumes in their category, and they were so kind to send them over to me so I can test them out. I've tested those out, done full wear tests of them, and I will share my thoughts with you. So if all of that sounds good to you, then just stay tuned. So you guys, I have 10 perfumes to go over with you in this perfume haul. So we're just gonna jump in. And hello my butterfly beauties, and welcome if you are new. My name is Charlene, and on this channel we discuss everything beauty, fragrance, and lifestyle. So if you like my style, why don't you subscribe and you stay a while. So let's jump in with the 2 perfumes that I picked up from the house of Lattafa. Lattafa is one of the first Middle Eastern Arabian perfume houses that I dove in head first, went down that rabbit hole, and we've been playing and having us a good old time ever since. So the first one I have for you guys, I've seen this everywhere. I did an unboxing with it because I like to do my unboxing shorts for those who like to know what the packaging and everything looks like. But this has velvet all over this packaging. I mean, you have the glossy gold, but it has velvet all over this, which I think is super cool. But you guys, this is me just now hauling this, and I typically don't like doing that with my Middle Eastern perfumes, but some of them smell good from the jump, which I'm finding here a lot recently. Now, I just did a video about some that had to go in hiding, like they had to sit and do their thing before they got there. And that's the norm. At least that's what I found in my case. Like most of them have to sit a couple of weeks, or some of them like that one, a couple of months or 6 months in that one case. But once they get there, they're there. Let's go back to Habik. Habik, I hope I'm saying that right, from Lattafa, looks like this. This is beautiful. This bottle, it is beautiful. I love the aesthetic of this. It has these little rhinestone looking things all through it. It has this motif around. It's plastic, but this bottle is super heavy and luxurious looking. And look at the top. The top on this is beautiful. I sprayed this in the box, and I'm already smelling the scent coming out of the box. So let me tell you about the notes for this one, because this one is showing as a crisp, juicy pear, zesty bergamot, says layered over a soft bouquet of jasmine, lily of the valley, and freesia. So top notes, juicy pear and bergamot. Heart notes, lily of the valley, jasmine, and freesia. And base of musk, dry amber, and oak moss. One of the reasons why I was super curious in trying this out is because this is supposed to be duping Versace's Dylan Purple, a fragrance that I've had in and out of my cart so many times it don't make any sense. And I recently got it as one of one of those gifts with purchases in this mini. So I'm going to do a comparison of these two, because the reason why this has been in and out of my cart so many times is because, of course, I love Dylan Blue, right? I love the Versace Dylan Blue. Love that scent. But then I heard conflicting information about Dylan Purple and its longevity. Like they're saying the longevity wasn't there for this one. So I never picked it up for that reason. Like I wasn't going to spend my coins on something that was not going to last. So that's why that stayed in and out of my cart. So look at the mini. So I have the little mini of it. And let me see when I smell this. Whew, it's one of those dabbers. because I'm smelling that quite predominantly. Okay. I'm gonna leave that sitting right there too. That that pear in there smells divine. The pear in this smells divine. Okay. So if this is giving anything close to that, okay. So we're going to see. Habib has had a lot of great reviews on it. I'm happy to add her to my collection, and we're going to see what she's do. So stay tuned to the video of me going more into this. But right now, what I'm picking up from it is it's giving me like spring, summer vibes. Let's spray it. Because it's definitely seemed like it's appropriate for this time of year. Come on, paper. I smell it in our box, but let me spray this paper here. Let me do a fresh spray on it because I sprayed that earlier. Yeah, this is a nice, bright, juicy pear that has a little muskiness about it at the same time. Yeah, this is giving me juiciness from the pear. It's giving me some soft, airy florals. And it's giving me muskiness is what I'm getting from it right now. So definitely appropriate for this spring and going into summer season. So I'm looking forward to seeing what this is going to do. I am going to put this in hiding, because that's what I like to do. I like to at least give them a couple of weeks. So I will keep you updated and posted on what has changed as this one continues to do its thing. But first impressions on this one, high hopes. It is giving me great hopes right now. It's smelling so beautiful. It's definitely giving you fruity floral. And it's giving me perfect for this time of year. Absolutely. And I will do a side-by-side with the actual thing that is supposed to be inspired by. So stay tuned with that as well. All right. So this next one from Lattafa is Opulent Dubai. And now this whole box, you guys, this whole box is velvety and smooth and beautiful. Then they got this little motif right here that is on the top. Smell, it looks beautiful. The presentation is there. The other one I sprayed. And when you first look at this bottle, it looks like it's beat up. But then when you look closely, has these gold flakes on it, which making it look very, like it says, opulent. So this is Lattafa's Opulent Dubai. Look how gorgeous that looks. This is gold all on here, like gold flake looking design on here, making it look so rich and elegant, and the bottle looks beautiful. So Opulent Dubai. It says the opening bursts with fresh, zesty, and juicy blend of mango, lemon, and grapefruit with a slight spicy kick of ginger. Then it has transitions into a smooth, refined, and slightly powdery floral mix of jasmine, violet, and cedarwood. And then the dry down settles into a rich, long-lasting base of ambergris, benzoin, oak moss, and warm woods that provides a soft, cozy, and velvety finish. Okay. This is being advertised as like a tropical vacation in a bottle. Like a smoothie. Exotic tropical smoothie. So let's see. I am definitely getting a tropical smoothie vibe. It's like I have blended the mango and the citruses in the blender to make me that fresh fruity scent that hits your nose when you blend in a fruit smoothie. But think about the tropical fruits being inside with those citruses. So I could definitely see them why they saying that. This is perfect for the spring and summertime. And it has a sophistication about it at the same time. This isn't smelling juvenile or anything like this. This is smelling like a luxury resort vacation that you're sitting there and you're getting your tropical smoothie blended for you for your breakfast or lunch or what have you. You know I love me some tropical goodness. So this is, it's one of those make my eyes roll back situations. And it has jasmine in there too, my favorite floral. Tropical goodness with a little kick with some florals. Smelling divine right now. Absolutely divine. Yeah, it has a brightness about it. It has a sophistication about it at the same time. This is going to be mass appealing for a lot of people. So I'm looking forward to seeing how this is going to continue to develop. I don't think this is duping anything. But, you know, that's to be determined. I don't know every single fragrance that's out there in the world. You know, they release thousands, if not millions of fragrances every year now. So they pump them out, you guys. The next one I have for you guys is more of an affordable option that I did pick up. And this one is called Indulgent Moments Nectarine and Blushing Freesia. I saw this and I had to pick it up. I ordered it. I can't remember if it was Fragrance Net or Joma Shop. I did huge orders from all those places. So you'll see those pop up in different videos coming up soon. But just your girl took advantage of those sales. When they was doing 40% off and you could stack coupons and do all the things at some of these places during the sales, I could not. So especially if it's something I've been eyeballing for a while, I took advantage. I have some Sand and Fog order I placed. I have TJ Maxx run that I did, you guys, that I found some goodies at. So be sure you stay tuned to that. I picked up some celebrity perfumes, some more designer perfumes. Like, we did all the things. So like I said, stay tuned to those videos. So Nectarine and Blushing Freesia says top notes. So let me tell you these notes, because then you'll know why this girl picked it up. Top notes of juicy watermelon, mandarin, and crisp apple. When I saw watermelon in there with the apple mix, I was like, you got my attention. And then it says heart notes of violet leaves, water lily, and blushing freesia, and drawdown of soft blonde woods, musk, and sweet peach nectar. You know, peach seems like the fruit of the season, and peach and me sometimes, So I'm trying to test them out, like test out different types of peach scents. Like I did a whole dual brand order just with different peach perfumes because they have a huge collection of everything, let alone they had a huge collection of peaches. So I decided to get a few different options so I can test those out as well, because I want to see what it is. Is it the peach skin that doesn't vibe with me? Is it because these nectarine is in the peach family? You know, like what is it about the peach that can go hit or miss on me? I'm kind of curious. It's kind of like one of those investigative things as well. Seeing what works, what doesn't work for me. And what doesn't work for me, I can pass it on because other people may love it. But yes, Indulgent Moments, Nectarine, and Blushing Freesia. This is a huge bottle. This is a 4.2 fluid ounce, so 125 ml is in here. So let me spray it. I did do like a little quick test of it. The atomizer on this, beautiful. That watermelon when it comes out. I'm going to have fun with this year. This is an affordable perfume. I forget what it was, but this was so affordable. It was crazy. And for this many ounces, that's why I got added to cart. When I saw watermelon and I saw those other notes, this smells delicious. It smells like a nice fruity, soft floral, beautiful. It's perfect for this time of year, spring season. Going into the summer season, this is gonna, it has a nice sweetness about it as well. But not too sweet. Like it's sweet, but not too sweet. Like it goes there, but not too much to where it'll make somebody not like it. Like it's not nauseating or sickening or anything. And I think that is balanced out with the freesia in there. It kind of gives it a little balance. And then the dry down of those musks in the woods. I'm loving this as it's drying down on this paper. I enjoyed it on my skin. I sprayed it last night and I did enjoy it. But I will do a full wear test on this for sure and let you guys know. So stay tuned to that. All right, so the next couple of ones, Neti Pear Jam, you guys. So Neti Pear Jam, I did end up getting this. This is the 50 ml or 1.7 ounce. It comes in this huge behind box. Like they got a sleeve on here with this white box. But the perfume is this size. This is what it looks like. Neti Pear Jam. Neti brand is one of those higher up price tags for the designer perfumes. You can find it in Sephora. I got mine through the Sephora perfume sampler kits. You know, you test the samplers. I did a whole video towards the end of last year into the beginning of this year. And I did a couple with my husband because he had a cologne sampler. And of the 2 samplers I had, one of them I redeemed for this. So I got mine through the sampler. And that's the way I recommend you. If you see this pop up, when I tell you this was my favorite out of that whole sampler, and then I got a close second. Let me tell you the notes. Top notes of goji pear, which is a Japanese pear, raspberry pulp, and bergamot. And then it has Bulgarian rose, osmanthus, and jasmine sambac in the mid. And then base of ambretti, vanilla, and patchouli heart. This here is bright, it's juicy, it's delectable, it's so delicious. When I tell you, it turns into the most romantic, sensual, juicy, fruity scent. I love this. I love this. I love this. I don't like the price of this, but I love the juice of this. So Neti Pear Jam, I was happy I was able to score it through that sampler. Love her. And we're going to have a great time with that one. Another one that was in that same exact sampler that was, I can't remember if it was my second favorite or third favorite, but it was a surprise one that I end up loving. And that's why I like to try the sampler sets, especially if it's like at least 2 or 3 perfumes that I know I either want or am thinking about wanting to get, is when I will actually pick up that sampler, especially when Sephora's doing their sale, because then I can get it 20% off being a Rouge member. Yes. So when they do those samplers for $98 or $95 or what have you, and then I can get a 20% off of that. So then I'm spending around $70, $80 for the sampler. And these perfumes are normally over $100 if I was to get them normally. So the second favorite I had in there was from Maison Louis Marie. I love to try the samplers because then, even though it may be 2 or 3 I'm interested in, it'll make me want to test out the rest of the items in there to see if I even like them in the first place. And then I end up finding some other loves. And in this case, that is what happened. So Maison Louis Marie, number 14, Isola, comes in this box. I got little fingerprints on there from when some makeup was on my fingers. But anyways, it comes in a box that looks like this. It opens like this in here. But this one, they tell you about the notes on the box. It says it has ruby pamplemousse, which is grapefruit. Why didn't it just put ruby grapefruit? I don't know. But then it has mandarin leaf and jasmine in the top notes. Then it has mid of Bulgarian rose, dark plum, and osmanthus in the mid, and base of patchouli, vanilla flower, and sakura blossoms. So when you first spray this, it is bright, it's fresh, it has a slight greenness about it at the same time that makes you be like, Then the juiciness of it all goes into this richness that it takes a turn that you do not expect. Like you're thinking this is one of those bright, zesty, citrusy fruits type scents, and then it does a little quick turn on you, and you're like, what just happened? And when I tell you the richness and the depth of this that it turns into, it gets a little sensual, it gets a little wine-like. It gets warm, earthy, woodsy at the base. Like this is an experience. This, let me show you the bottle. And the bottle is super simplistic. This whole brand is just, it's not about the aesthetic, it's about the juice inside. This juice inside takes you on a journey. It gives you an experience. And that's what I loved about this one. So Maison Louis Marie Isola, number 14. And I picked this one up, you guys. What was it? It was either through Ipsy or it was through Fragrance Net or one of those other discount stores. Either way, I got a great deal on it and I love her. So Maison Louis number 14, Isola. Do not sleep on her. She is beautiful. All right, so another one that I picked up during one of those Ulta 21 Days of Beauty, and I could not get it because it was this huge size. This is a huge box. And in this situation, it's not just a huge box and they put a little bottle in there. This is Vuitton Rose Flower Bomb Ruby Orchid. If you know me, you already know I love the original Flower Bomb. Never tried any of the flankers, so I finally broke down and started trying some of the flankers. So I got this one, and I got another one that I'll share in another video with you. So Flower Bomb Ruby Orchid. This is a 5.04 fluid ounce or 150 ml bottle. And they had this, what was it, 50% off? Yes. So that's what made me decide to go ahead and pick her up. And this is what she looks like. A huge bottle, and it's beautiful. And you guys, I just did that Maison Alhambra video. And thank you guys for all the support of supporting that video and watching and keeping up with my videos. If you're still with me at this point, leave me a butterfly emoji. I like to know, I'm like testing the waters here. I like to know who's sticking around for the length of my videos. But anyways, Flower Bomb Ruby Orchid. Let me tell you about the notes. So this one has top notes of velvety vine peach, delicate freesia, middle note of ruby orchid and jasmine, and base note of bourbon vanilla infusion and red vanilla bean. This is supposed to be the delicious, alluring, creamy take on the Flower Bomb. And I agree. I wore this. I did a wear test on this one yesterday. Loved her. She is beautiful. And what I was going back to saying about the video, the Maison Alhambra video, I picked up their dupe of this. So I will be doing a side-by-side comparison on this and that. So be sure to stay tuned for this because it's coming. It's coming. But this is your sweet, fruity floral that has an exotic take on it. Like I said, it's a more sweeter, creamier, beautiful, alluring take on the original Flower Bomb, which is right up my alley. So Ruby Orchid and me, we're loving each other right now. And I just see this getting better and better, because it has that bourbon vanilla infusion in there and red vanilla beans. So I just know I just know this is just going to get richer, which I'm looking forward to. So I'll keep you guys posted on this one. Another one. So remember I was saying earlier how I had those 2 perfume samplers from Sephora. I turned in the other one. I told you guys I would, and I got the commodity milk espresso. They offered it in the 100 ml or 3.4 fluid ounce. So unlike the Nettie pair who was only willing to give a 50 ml, commodity milk was willing to give up 100 ml in that perfume sampler. And I love this scent. This scent smells gorgeous. I'm trying to see, do they put notes on here? Let me tell you guys. Yeah, they put it on. They got a card they put in there with this. And this is sleek. Like, this is a sleek bottle. The way the presentation on this is very sleek. They put a card inside that tells you about the milk brand itself. And then they tell you about the scent space and this being espresso. But this has, it says first, then, and finally instead of top, heart, and base. So first, you smell toasted sesame. Then you will smell warm marshmallow, cold milk accord. And then it says finally, mahogany wood, tonka bean, and benzoin. What I could tell you about this is a cozy, warm sweetness. Milky goodness is what this is in the bottle. This on your skin smells so alluring and gorgeous and beautiful. I sprayed this on me before I went to bed, like a couple hours before I went to bed, and I just did 1 squirt. But what I smelled was so beautiful. Like, I did the wear test before when I did the perfume sampler, but that was a few months ago now. And so when I finally put this back on again, I was like, yes, that's why you bought this one. That's why you chose this one. This one is so beautiful. Yeah, this smells so edible as well. Like, it has a sensualness about that I really appreciate with that one. So that's commodity milk espresso. Let's get to this other one, because this other one was another one I picked up during the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty at the time. And this, I told you I was testing out the Sniff brand, and this is Gentle Reminder. They put some of the notes on here, but let me read it from the site, because that's not all the notes. But it looks like this. They just got a bunch of writing. This was a collaboration I think they did with someone, and they got a bunch of writing all over it. But this one says, top notes are purple ube, milk froth and lavender, mid of black tea and date sugar, and base note of Palo Santo and warm amber. This here, when I put this on my skin, when you first smell it, that ube, that purple ube or whatever scent, you know when you were kids and you first opened that Play-Doh, how you get that Play-Doh type scent? That's what that ube comes across. But let it get past that. Let it get to the goodness of the tea, then you're going to love it. If you're like me, if you love a tea note. Because like smelling it off the top, it smells like Play-Doh. Like if I was to open up that Play-Doh can and smell it, that's what I would smell. But it's that purple ube that's doing that. Let it get past that. Let it get past that. Let it get to the other goodness of that milky, lavender, milky dates. The tea, yes. That warmth of the Palo Santo and the amber. Let it get to all the other goodness. Take out, they could have kept that purple ube out of there and just kept the rest, and we would have loved her, but she's just as fine. I'm going to do some more playing with it, but it was kind of off-putty at first when I smelled this originally, because I'm like, I was wondering what that ube was, but that is definitely what it's doing. It's giving you, it's making you think that when you first spray it, and once you think Play-Doh, you can't get it out your head. Oh, goodness. So let's go to the 2 new releases that the Clone, you guys. The Clone released 2 new fragrances in their collection. So let's talk about them real quick, because I've done wear tests on both and I love them both. So let me talk about them real quick. So the first one, number 17 is what they're calling that one. Let me pull out the right one. Looks like this. They're calling it Delina number 17. Does it sound familiar to anything? Delina? Yes, if you guess Delina, it's inspired by Perfumes de Marly Delina. They're keeping the same design on all of them. So that's what it looks like. As you can see, I've done a nice good wear test with her. And I wore this one, you guys, to a wedding. And let me tell you the compliments. And let me tell you a longevity. This smells delicious. Like, they took the screechiness out of Delina in this one, and it smells so good. Top notes is bergamot, nutmeg, rhubarb, and lychee. Mid of Turkish rose, peony, petalia, and vanilla. And base of Cashmere, cedar, Haitian vetiver, and incense. I chose to wear this one, you guys, at the wedding because, you know, Delina gives you that romantic vibe, right? And, you know, a wedding is being romantic. It's a beautiful occasion. I got a compliment from the bride, was asking me what was I wearing when I said that it was a Delina inspiration. They said, yep, that's exactly what they were getting. It's bright, it's fruity. It has a little tartness, but not too much. It smells so delicious and good and fresh. They did a beautiful take on this where they made the rose and the lychee play very well together. It's not screechy, it's not harsh, it smells nice and juicy. Then it gets into those florals, and it has a beautiful element with the florals of that rose. The rose is not doing too much, but it's very well present. Like, this projected off of my skin so beautifully and elegantly, like it left a little bit of a trail. I love moving around and smelling it. Like I said, it was very complimentary. It's beautiful. So Delina, they did a beautiful job cloning, inspired, you know, duping this one. Oh, excellent job. If you love the Delina DNA, you're going to love this Delina number 17. They did a beautiful job on this one. I absolutely love it. I would say to the OG is very close. I would say it's probably around 85–90% there. Like, it's because it doesn't have some of the harshness that Delina has. Like, they kind of took that DNA and they smoothed it out, but it's very well still that DNA. Like, you know that DNA, you know it's they're duping that DNA, but it's kind of like they did it better. It's what I'm kind of getting from it. It's juicy but tart, but not being too tart. Yeah, I love it. They did a beautiful job. Like I said, anything that's going to garner me some compliments, I'm all for it. And I was loving this scent, so I'm all for that as well. So let's talk about this next one. The other one, same packaging. This one that they added to their catalog is called Imagine Noise 87. Can you guess which one this is? Imagine Noise 87. This is another one, same bottle, but this is what it looks like. It just has the number 87 on there with that Imagine Noise name. And this one has top notes of Calabrian bergamot, citron, and Sicilian orange. Then it has mid of ginger, neroli, and black tea. And then it has base of ambroxan, guaiac and white musk. This here, when I can tell you, is like luxury in the bottle. And did I tell you what this is duping or is inspired by? Louis Vuitton Imagination. Yes, I said it. Louis Vuitton Imagination. I know a lot of people look for inspirations of that particular scent profile. And when I say they did an excellent job with this one, this is another one that garnered me some compliments. And I didn't care whether anyone complimented me on this one or not, because I was loving it. I was loving on this one so hard. I was like, whoo. And I already wore this one twice. So this one has a bigger dent on it. It smells so good. This is like, This smells expensive. Like, this smells like it's supposed to be a Louis Vuitton. Like, they didn't go wrong with this at all. Not at all. They didn't skip out on the ingredients in this. This citrus in here smells elevated and elegant. Then you got the little ginger that's in the background, but then the neroli comes in and helps balance this out. Then that black tea enters into the play. And when I tell you, once you have that beautiful, expensive smelling citrusy scent going on, and then that neroli balances it out. But once that black tea get in there, once that black tea, and you know this girl love her tea note. Once that black tea get in there, when you talking about love, 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 when that tea hit me. It smells so good. It has that earthiness, and it smells expensive, and it garnered me compliments, and I smelled it all day long. Like, from the time I put it on to the time I washed it off, I enjoyed this very, very much. So I'm thankful that they sent this over to me, but they didn't have to send it, because I would have bought this one. I would have bought this, and better believe when this runs out, I will be repurchasing this. I surely will, because Imagine Noise number 87 hits all the boxes for me. Like, I have an imagination and symphony inspiration, like the two together mix. That's what Genre Perfumes did. Love that scent, but he doesn't have just an imagination scent lineup in his collection. The clone does, and then the Dupe brand just did one too, because I saw them advertising like a week or so ago. I think it's called #Imagine or something. But the Dupe brand just now dropped their release of it. So the clone has done their version, and a beautiful version it is. I absolutely love it. I have never smelled the original. Don't care to smell the original. This one smells good. That's all I need to know. This one smells expensive. This one garnered me compliments. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. So, you guys, that is my perfume haul. My Lattafa, my designer, my affordable, my dupe house that I'm loving on. And by the way, you guys, I mentioned that the brand sent that over to me, but they know I'm going to give my honest opinion on it. And I do have a link to them in my description, along with a code, Charlene BFL, that you can use for percentage off their already affordable prices. So be sure you are subscribed to the channel before you go. Give me a big thumbs up. Hype the video if you enjoy content like this. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.